Everyone wants to know how to make 10K a month, but here's the reality. Most people online either lie, exaggerate, or make it sound like you can magically become rich in a week. The truth is, it's not easy, but it's absolutely possible if you follow a real framework used by people who've actually done it. I struggled for years, made all the mistakes, and wasted time on the wrong business models. Today, I'm going to give you the real roadmap. The 5 exact steps that took me from being broke and confused to hitting my first consistent 10K months. Stay with me, because this is the guide I wish I had years ago. Pick the right business model. When I was between 17 and 24, I had no direction. I tried everything. Random side hustles, ideas that sounded cool but had zero real profit, and industries that drained me more than they paid me. It wasn't until I chose the right business model that things finally changed. Picking the right model is like choosing between running against the wind or being pushed forward by it. A bad business model can trap you for years, but the right one can take you to 10K faster than you think. Over the past 12 months, I studied every major business model, every industry, every opportunity, and I narrowed it down to the top 4 business models that are actually producing results in 2025. These aren't trends, gimmicks, or theories. These are the models that consistently produce real income for beginners and experts. So let's break each one down and see which one fits you. Product business, 50 to 60% margins. A product business is simply about finding something people already want, adding a twist or improvement, and selling it online. You don't even need to build or store the product yourself anymore. That's why e-commerce, dropshipping, and micro brands have become so powerful. You can sell a product, fulfill it using third-party suppliers, and scale without touching inventory. When you buy something for $1 and sell it for $5, you get $4 as your gross margin. That's a healthy 50-60% margin. But avoid low-margin businesses like restaurants because the math becomes impossible. A product business works best when you focus on unique branding, convenience, or solving a small but specific problem people already have. Agency business, 60-70% margins. The agency model is one of the easiest ways to make your first 10K because it simply requires you to solve a painful problem for businesses. Copywriting agencies, ad agencies, video editing agencies, e-commerce management, and even AI automation agencies. They all operate on high margins. You find a problem, sell the solution, and get someone to help deliver it if needed. The reason agencies explode so fast is because businesses desperately need leads, customers, and sales. If you can generate even a small improvement, more clicks, better response rates, more conversions, people will gladly pay you. This is one of the simplest business models to start without money, and it scales when you learn how to outsource the back-end work. Consulting, 70-80% margins. Consulting is my personal favorite because if you truly know what you're talking about, people will pay for clarity. A consultant doesn't need to deliver the work. They analyze, diagnose, and guide. Whether you come from marketing, finance, fitness, operations, tech, management, or real estate, consulting lets you monetize your knowledge directly. You give direction, you provide insight, and the business either implements the strategy themselves or hires someone else. You simply get paid for your brain. The margins are huge, the workload is light compared to other models, and the demand is endless because every business is always looking to solve problems faster. SaaS, software as a service, 80-90% margins. This is the most scalable business model on the planet. You build software once, solve a recurring problem, and people pay you monthly. What makes SaaS powerful is that after building it, you can sell it to unlimited customers with almost zero extra cost. This is the model I used to hit my first meaningful income, and it changed my life. Even if you can't code, tools exist today that help you build software without writing a single line. The demand for automated solutions is exploding, and companies are searching for software that saves them time, reduces cost, and improves speed. SaaS is a long-term game, but the upside is enormous. Before we jump into step 2, If you're getting value so far, make sure to subscribe and like the video, because I share deeper strategies like this every week. The exact stuff that actually works in the real world. Build a six-figure skill. Picking the right business model means nothing if you don't have the skill to execute it. Your skills are the engine that power the business. My first six-figure skill was coding, which I learned at 16 when I was going through one of the toughest times of my life. I was struggling, dealing with addiction, and trying to become a better version of myself. That's where I learned code, and I fell in love with it. Some of you already feel passionate about something, but think you're working too much on it. Trust me, if you love it, go all in. Passion is a cheat code. And in 2025, there are 5 high-income skills you can learn that can take you straight into six-figure territory. Coding. Easier than ever. Coding sounds terrifying to beginners, but with AI, it has never been easier. Tools literally write code for you. You just need to understand the basics and logic. Every industry needs custom tools, websites, automations, and apps. Coders will always be in demand because technology keeps growing. Learning coding today is similar to learning English 20 years ago. It opens doors everywhere. Even entry-level developers can make $5K to $10K a month once they start freelancing or building micro software. Video editing. The content explosion. Every product company is becoming a media company, and every media company is becoming a product company. Content is the new oxygen for businesses, and video editors are the lungs behind it. My 12-year-old edits videos for his friends and gets paid. The tools today are drag and drop simple, and the opportunity is massive. Short-form editing, YouTube editing, documentary-style editing, brands need all of it. Once you master editing, clients will chase you because they need consistent content to stay relevant. Copywriting. Words. Sell. Copywriting is a meta skill. The better you are at writing persuasive stories, hooks, messages, and sales pages, the more revenue you can generate. AI can assist, but AI can't replace nuance, emotion, and creativity. Brands pay big money to anyone who can write words that make people take action. Once you master copywriting, every business model becomes easier. You can sell products, services, ideas, stories, and even yourself. Chat sales. A new era of selling. This is the most underrated skill right now. I know people making $1 million a year just selling over chat. No calls, no webinars, no pressure, just chat. Businesses want people who can convert leads through messaging because it removes friction and feels more natural. If you understand psychology, relationship building, and the structure of a conversation that leads to a sale, you can make 6 figures from anywhere in the world with just your phone. AI automation. The future-proof skill A. Automation is exploding. If you ask business owners what their AI strategy is, most will say, "I use ChatGPT." That's not automation. Companies need automated workflows, systems, customer onboarding, email sequences, customer service bots, and internal tools that save time and money. If you build this skill, you future-proof your entire career. The demand is skyrocketing and supply is tiny. Step 3. Sell before you build. This one rule alone can save you years. Don't build anything until someone pays for it. I spent years building ideas people said they wanted, but they didn't actually buy. People are nice. They'll say, "Yes, build it," but they won't open their wallet. You must pre-sell. You find the customer first, sell them the opportunity, demo the value, and get payment before doing the work. This eliminates 90% of failures because the market tells you the truth immediately. If nobody pays, the idea isn't good enough yet. Finding customers plus selling the opportunity. Start by asking yourself, who already has my customers? They're in groups, forums, communities, email lists, and platforms. Once you find them, you communicate the value of your solution in a simple, clear way. Not features, outcomes. The transformation, the benefit, the problem solved. When they say yes, you collect payment upfront, full or partial. You are not an entrepreneur until you've collected money. Remember the quote, "A closed mouth never gets fed." You must ask. If you want more videos breaking down real business frameworks like this, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel and lets me make more long-form videos like this for you. Step 4. Automate your delivery. After you get paid, you need to deliver smoothly. Many people get good at marketing and selling but then fail because they can't handle fulfillment. I have a client who went from $11K a month to $355K in a single week and completely panicked because his systems were not ready. You need to simplify your offer, engineer customer success, and use AI to automate as much of the workflow as possible. Your reputation depends on the quality of delivery. Even if the product is amazing, a messy fulfillment experience ruins the customer's trust. Simplify, engineer success, and use. AI Elon Musk has a rule: remove everything unnecessary. Most beginners do the opposite. They add everything the customer asks for. Simplification makes your business scalable. Next, design your product so that customers almost cannot fail. Set non-negotiable steps that guarantee results. Then use AI for onboarding, support, emails, reminder systems, and workflow automations. AI reduces workload, reduces mistakes, and speeds up delivery. Automate what doesn't require your personal touch. Step 5. Buy back your time. When I hit my first 10K months, I was working 100 hours a week. I thought grinding harder would make me successful. But I eventually learned that millionaires build systems, and billionaires build people. Saving money doesn't make you rich. Buying back time and reinvesting it does. You use the buyback loop. Audit your calendar, identify tasks that drain energy, outsource them, and reinvest your time into high-leverage activities like marketing, sales, product improvement, and team building. Audit, transfer, fill start by identifying tasks someone else can do cheaper than your hourly value. Record yourself doing the task, upload it to AI, and let it create the SOP. Then hire someone to follow that exact process. Finally, use your freed up time to do things that grow revenue. Buying back time isn't about relaxing, it's about scaling. If you stayed till the end, I have no doubt you can make 10K a month. The path isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's about picking the right model, building the right skill, selling early, automating delivery, and buying back your time. Don't chase a dozen ideas. Focus. Commit. Follow one course until successful.